Last week was an anger management therapist's dream episode. I am really fucking trying here. However, we pushed through the darkness. I need to suck it up, princess. And continued with our quest to complete our crossover overlander motorhome by the 30th of May 2022. A date that is fast becoming a fairy tale. This week, Smoke and John completes all the elements for our overhead storage bins. The guys from East Coast Scratch and Dent finally start to assemble Meraaai's 500 kilogram power plant. And we get a final look at what our windows will look like. All this and so much more in episode 71 of A Dream Called Meraai. It is a new day, it is a new week, and yeah, we're gonna have some challenges. An emotional week last week. Things still not looking good in Ukraine, and I'm so worried about my mates there. I can't begin to tell you. Here on Meraai, we are hoping to have a little bit of movement in the right direction, and Brahm tells me the guys will be moving the engine around into the main part of the workshop here, close to Meraai, so that they can start assembling it, because you want to do it here so it's not such a big mission to move her from that side of the building to this side of the building, because we all know that thing weighs a ton. Right, lots to do, let's do it. We kick off with our usual catch-up on Smoke and John's progress with our interior storage. All the birch plywood side panels are cut and ready for final installation. Smoke and John has a few more PVC sheets to cut, and then all our backings are also ready for installation. We have really been handicapped regarding designing our driver's area for a few weeks while we waited for our engine saga to play itself out. Thankfully, that nightmare is over and we can now move along. The next morning, I was greeted by the strangest sight at East Coast Scratch and Dent. Many of you who are regular viewers of our little channel will remember Rocky. Well, Rocky is doing some hectic work. You're making washing lines?
Washing lines, yeah.
Lekker. What size engine you going to put in here?
V8 motor. V8 all the way.
That washing line is a lucky washing line. At least it knows it is getting a V8. We still have a way to go on Meraai in the engine department. If I look over where my engine normally is lying, it's not there, and that is a good sign. So let's see where it is. And there she was, all wrapped up like a generous portion of fish and chips. Apparently when the guys were moving the engine from the back there to here, coming down the stairs, they put a thick wooden plank so they could slide it down. As soon as the block got on there, the plank broke. Brahm sent me this footage of that epic move. I'm pretty sure that the guys are as keen as I am to get this engine planted inside Meraai so it can move around by itself. And when that happens, we will be making a beeline for her new home. You may remember a few weeks ago I posted a video of my driveway, and it was a 4x4 course. Well, the good news is the builders are, they are gone. And I tell you what, we were coming close to blows, but it is done, and see there is Meraai's new home. This was quite a project. I mean, we had to widen that gate by a meter to make sure that she could get through. We had to reinforce the driveway to make sure she could drive up it and move in here. We've managed to make it so we have got a big enough roof area to cover the entire vehicle. I've still got to put power points inside there and put a light up, but yeah, I'm very happy with Meraai's future home. Back at East Coast Scratch and Dent, things are a bit too quiet at Meraai for my liking. I'm starting to get a little bit concerned. It is Wednesday, and today is the second day that Smoke and John hasn't arrived at work. Not sure what is wrong, but I know he had some insect bit him or something, and it got a bit infected. But yeah, it's a big blow to
the work on Meraai. So I've left a message to see where he is or how he is. At the moment there's just no information, but it is very worrying, and it's a huge setback for our build.
What we are losing on the Smoking John front, we are gaining on the Grease Monkey front. There is new blood in the workshop.
Where we have got movement is behind me. You can see one of the guys is cleaning all the components of Meraai's engine, and we're very close to being able to start doing a final assembly of everything and trying to start the motor. That is exciting stuff.
Every nut, bolt, washer, stud, plug, wigwam and wowzer needs to be cleaned. As a kid, I used to love being dirty, but this kid takes the cake.
So now Marco here behind me, when he started this morning he was a white boy. He's not a white boy anymore, eh?
As the rapidly darkening Marco moves through each and every bit and piece of the engine, he arranges everything ridiculously neatly on a cloth, ready for Pete, our engine guy, to start his assembly. I am learning that it's not just a matter of clapping everything together. There is a wee bit more to this.
I've been standing here while Pete and Bram have been chatting about what they're going to do here. And Pete says, yeah, no, we're going to boor a gat, that means drill a hole for you foreign guys here, and we're going to boor a gat, that means we're going to drill a hole for you foreign guys over there. So they're going to drill holes here, they're going to drill holes there, they're going to drill holes everywhere, and this is all to accommodate the turbo and whatnot.
I just really hope that regardless of where any guts get bored, for you foreign folk, that means holes get drilled, that this engine starts.
An update on Smoking John. I've just heard the guy's got some tummy bug or other, and then he apparently slipped down some stairs and messed his foot up. So it can't be pleasant if you've got the squirts and you can't walk to the bathroom. So the oak is on the way to go and have his foot x-rayed, but yeah, we wish him well and hopefully he can get back here soon. And yeah, shame man, he's a good oak, he's a good oak.
While Smoking John is recovering from his sore foot, we set about installing the template sent to us by the guys from Sena Windows. Tony Sena and his mates put these together after our last fitting. This time round, everything is on point. These windows are going to be spectacular.
Well, that was a hot and sweaty exercise, but we have now stuck all the window templates up all the way around Meraai. We've left the door because that will be done separately, but everything fits perfectly, so we are now ready to place our order with Sena Windows, and I just really hope that those oaks are going to be kind to my pocket. I hope they're going to be very kind to my pocket.
Then, just as I was patting myself on the back, something came up.
I phoned the guys from Sena and suddenly they said, oh but wait, we actually need to put a mechanism along the bottom of the sliding window. So that window there where my finger is, we're going to lose 50 mils. There's going to be 50 mils more black going up, that all the way around, because they need to put like a sliding rail in for the sliding window. So yeah, and then I also discovered when I stood inside, when we put in our frame for the microwave, you could see it through the window.
Here you can see what I mean. That there is the problem. Now that little black line there, that will be dropped by 20 mils to hide that.
Smoking John's absence was being felt. It really bugged me that there was no movement on Meraai. I felt that possibly now would have been a good time to get cracking with the work on the fiberglass body panels, but all was quiet. Back at Meraai's 500 kg heart, Peter was slowly working through the parts that had contributed to Marco's racial reclassification. The goal was to fire this baby up in the next few hours.
Smoking John, it turns out, has actually broken his foot. So we've had absolutely nothing happening on the inside, and that is a real setback. However, I am hoping by the close of business today that we are going to be able to possibly start our engine.
Peter's made a lot of progress here. You can see the sump has now been installed, and timing covers back on. So we are getting somewhere. So Peter, are we still looking at hopefully trying to fire this up this afternoon?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah, we can start it.
Lekker.
While Pit slogged away at the engine, we turned our attention to Meraaai's radiator, which needs new innards to enable it to cool the beast that was being assembled.
We've just loaded the radiator and the clutch and the pressure plate, and I'm going to take those off. Both of them need to be reconditioned. So I've got 2 spots in Port Shepstone to take it to. Hopefully their service is better than another kind of engineering business that we have recently had doings with.
Friday was drawing to a close. Meraaai's engine was not looking like it would be making any noise anytime soon.
Alright, well, Friday afternoon has come and gone, and the guys are just too busy to complete everything on Meraaai's engine right now. So we're going to wait a little while still. Just a little while.
At least next week I know I will have some lekker content to share with you all, because that there engine, she will make a noise next week.
We have a very rare visitor. Meraaai's ma is here, and she hasn't been here forever and ever, so I need to do a little catch up and see what she thinks.
Well, I think it's a very good idea to stay away for a long time, because then when you get here, it's really nice to see the progress, and the windows are gonna look amazing. And even inside, there's been a lot of progress, and there's a rumor that the engine may run on Monday. But seeing is believing. But nice to be here after a while. Very hard to put up with Philip though.
I'm really not that hard to put up with. But yeah, that's it for this week. We hope that Smokin' John is here next week. That foot of his is kaput, broken. So he's going to be hobbling around here for a while. And as Mariki said, we've been promised come Monday that motor, she will start. And as she said, seeing is believing. It's been a long time. Anyways, that's it. Keep safe.
Remember to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. You will find us under A Dream Called Meraai. Until next time, keep your dreams alive.